Alright, I want you, the viewer, to just take a step back real quick and put yourself in a little mental time machine. The year is 2016. You just got out of school, you're running up to your room to play some computer games, and you realize that today is the day that Overwatch, the brand new team-based shooter from Blizzard Games, one of the best developers of all time, who made World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Hearthstone, many other legendary games, has just dropped. Mommy! Overwatch just came out! Can I play? Yes, honey, after you do your homework. You don't do your homework. You get right to playing Overwatch, and you have an absolute blast. And that fun continues for years and years until, well, they add Brig into the game and it ruins everything. But we're not talking about that today, okay? This video is about Overwatch 2. Not 1. Nowadays, Overwatch 1 kind of has a mixed reception. I mean, some people love to hate it, other people just straight up hate it, and some people somehow still love it. I don't know where I stand on that, honestly. Either way, I'm pretty sure we can all agree right now that Overwatch is nowhere near where its peak was in 2016, 2017. I mean, you can take a look at the player numbers and the stats and all that stuff, but all you really gotta do to see how the players feel is take one look into the r/Overwatch subreddit, and you'll realize these people aren't really having a great time. I already feel bored playing Overwatch, lacking motivation to play. Do you feel the same? I'm getting pretty sick of standing around waiting for Zarya bubbles to deflate, only to get one-shotted by a Sojourn with absolutely no warning or counterplay besides just never leave line of sight. And this goes on for 3.1 thousand more comments of people sharing their complaints. This game has been out for like a month and a half. And sure, balance issues are one thing. I mean, every hero shooter's got balance issues. It's almost an impossible issue to really solve completely. But if you have posts on your subreddit with 13,000 upvotes this close to your launch saying that they're bored playing the game, that's a little bit worrying, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Let's go back to launch day. Today is October 4th, 2022, and Overwatch 2, a highly anticipated sequel to Overwatch 1 by Blizzard Entertainment, is about to come out. You're sitting at the edge of your seat at your desk, gripping your desk. Your knuckles are white with anticipation and excitement. Could this finally be Overwatch's retribution that it has been wanting and needing for years and years? Well, looks like we're about to find out.
Oh. Go.
40,000 players ahead of you. Okay, I mean, hey, you know what? Maybe it was a more popular launch than I expected. It can't be that bad, though. I mean, it's Blizzard Entertainment. They've got huge servers, probably. I've been in the queue for 3 hours. I think my wife and my children are dead, and I've got a really long white beard, and I'm... Oh my god. 20,000 players ahead of you. Wait, could this finally be it? Oh my god, it's going down. 10,000, 8,000, 6,000, 4,000, 2,000, 200. Oh my god, we're in. Oh. Network error. Okay. Disconnected from game server. Don't tell me I just waited all that time for nothing, right? Right, guys? And it put me back in the queue. All right, well, there's another 40 years of my life down the drain. The Overwatch 2 launch was abysmal. People waited in queues for 3-4 hours and then were told they couldn't get into the game and got placed back in the queue for another couple hours. And even the people who did manage to get in got met with a network error like 3 games in and also got kicked out. It was an absolute disaster. The fact that a company so huge with millions and millions of players across their games could not have predicted that a lot of people would be interested in trying Overwatch 2 after playing Overwatch 1, seeing Overwatch 2 is free, and thinking, oh hey, I might as well give it a spin. They didn't think that people would want to play or something? How did this happen? This wasn't just like a one-day thing either. People were having queues for multiple days after the first day of launch, and this was just a problem that was just incredibly annoying and affected literally everybody that tried to play the game. And what did we get, guys? Well, we got a legendary Reaper skin for our troubles, and you know what? I'm kind of happy about that because that was like one of the only legendary things that we actually ended up being able to get for free in Overwatch 2. The rest of the stuff is all under a battle pass or in the shop ridiculously overpriced. Which leads me into my next topic. Let's talk about the Overwatch 2 monetization. In my opinion, this is the worst part of the game. I can stand it for the balance issues and the rocky launch, but they put a Witch Kiriko skin, one of the brand new heroes that they just added to the game, in the shop for the Halloween event for $20. $20 for one skin and like a charm and a spray, which nobody even actually wants, but they put in there as a bundle so they can jack up the price. Overwatch 2 has made me say something that I literally thought I would never have to say in my entire life, and that is, I miss loot boxes. I never thought I would hear those words come out of my mouth, but here we are. I miss loot boxes. Bring back the loot boxes and get rid of the battle pass. Now, this is obviously never going to actually happen because Overwatch 2 is a free game and Overwatch 1 was a paid game. So, you know, they got to make their money somehow, and I completely understand that, but I think they're going about it in the complete wrong way. In Overwatch 1, yes, they had loot boxes, but they were incredibly easy to get. You could get them just by playing a couple games or queuing as support when nobody was wanting to queue as support, or, you know, ranking up your level or even your endorsement rank. There was tons of ways that you could get loot boxes, and each time you opened a loot box, you got 4 items, which each of them had a chance to be legendary, which means you could open one loot box and get 4 legendary skins, which there's clips of that happening out there. Nowadays, you can get 1 legendary skin for $20. Or you can buy the battle pass and get like 6 mediocre skins for $10. Now, I don't know about you, but even though the word loot box is kind of scary, I much prefer that old model because I was actually able to just get on the game and play and get rewards just for playing instead of having to open my wallet and give them my credit card and be like, okay, can I have that skin now? Now, I am in no way against the battle pass model. In fact, I actually think it's much better than loot boxes in like 99% of cases, but Overwatch 2 somehow impressively managed to make a battle pass worse than loot boxes. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of gaming ever, and it's actually impressive that they managed to pull it off. Now, let's say you're a longtime Overwatch 1 player and you have a ton of credits saved up just from years of playing the game and opening loot boxes. You'd think, oh, hey, I can just buy some of these legendary skins in Overwatch 2 with my credits that I have from Overwatch 1, right? No, you can't actually do literally anything with those old credits except for buy the regular default Overwatch 1 legendary skins and, you know, epic and rare skins. But you can't get anything from the shop or any event skins with those old credits. They're just completely useless. I myself had over 10,000 old credits that I was just forced to spend on regular old legendary skins from Overwatch 1 because I just couldn't use them in the shop. They forced you to use these premium coins, which you can obviously only get by spending real money, or by doing the challenges that they give you to help level up your battle pass. They'll give you a couple premium coins, but the weird thing is that they give you less coins the more challenges you do. So if you do like 8 out of 11 challenges, they'll only give you like 10 coins, which is like the equivalent to like literally I think 10 cents. So it's just like, it's a slap in the face. Somebody on Reddit said, after 250 plus hours of gameplay, earning the highest prestige title in Season 1, I have over 1/8 the coins needed to buy a new legendary skin. That is insane. What did they think was even going to happen there? Now, currently, it's almost Season 2. It's going to drop in like less than 10 days, I'm pretty sure, and we are still getting skins in the shop that are mediocre at best, disguised as legendary skins and asking for ridiculous amounts of money for them. For example, they just released this Moira skin, which they call a legendary skin, the Mime skin. First of all, she already kind of has a skin that looks like that is an actual legendary skin with the moon on her face, which is way cooler. This one is called a legendary skin, but all it literally is a recolor of her base Overwatch 2 skin with a beret. I've been playing Overwatch for years and years and years, and I've always known that epic skins are recolors, and legendary skins are when they add like new assets onto the skin. So by all the definitions of epic skin, this should be an epic skin, but they're disguising it as a legendary one to make you fork over more money. It worries me that they're doing this so close to Season 2 because it kind of is making me feel like they're not planning on changing anything whatsoever about how the shop currently works. Maybe they're going to change the battle pass, or maybe they're going to give you a couple more premium coins, but the fact is that they're trying to sell you these mediocre skins for ridiculous amounts. The battle pass itself is also a joke, and I'm sorry I've been ranting about the monetization for so long, but it's seriously the biggest problem that this game currently has. Season 1's battle pass was supposed to be kind of cyberpunk themed, but looking through the battle pass, you would have absolutely no idea that that is what that was supposed to be, other than the Genji skin, which is the final skin that you get, which admittedly is pretty cool. I like the whole mythic idea of the skins where you can customize it. I like that, but the whole rest of the battle pass is not cyberpunk whatsoever. The only other cyberpunk stuff in that battle pass is after you get the Genji skin, the titles that they give you. Those are all cyberpunk. Literally everything else in the battle pass is not at all. So hopefully in season 2, I would like to see these things be changed. I would like them to add the premium currency into the battle pass itself. You know, let me get some premium currency just for playing and progressing through my battle pass. A lot of other games do that. Fortnite does that, where you can just get your battle pass leveled up, and by the end of the battle pass, you'll have enough premium currency to buy the next battle pass. You know, a lot of games do that. I don't know why they can't do it as well. Secondly, I would hope they add more of a theme, a consistent theme to their battle pass. I feel like having really cool skins that are all kind of the same vibe would persuade a lot more people to actually buy the battle pass and maybe stop complaining so much about like wanting loot boxes back like me or whatever, you know what I mean? And third, this is kind of a long shot and this probably won't happen, but just lower those shop prices, man, and stop with these stupid bundles where you get like a souvenir and a spray with the skin. Nobody wants those things, and they're literally only there to just jack up the price so they can make more money off of you. Next, I want to talk about the random stuff that they just decided to remove for absolutely no reason that nobody hated, and they just were like, you know what? It doesn't need to be in the game anymore. Remember back in Overwatch 1 when you would be doing really good, you'd be popping off as like Soldier 76, getting a bunch of kills, and he would go like, I'm on fire. And then you would look at the bottom left of your screen and you would see your little border was on fire and it was blue, and you were like, sweet, dude, I'm doing really good. This feels awesome. Now, that's not in the game anymore. Your guy, he'll still say he's on fire, but it doesn't show the fire anymore. They just were like, you know what, we'll get rid of half of it, but not the whole thing. Who was mad about being on fire? I feel like that was only in the game to make you feel better about yourself. Nobody was being toxic about not being on fire. Be like, hey dude, you haven't been on fire all game. What a loser. I don't think I ran into that once in all of my years playing Overwatch. They also decided that getting rid of the most basic progression system in the game that like almost every shooter has, just basic levels, is gone. They just got rid of it. They were like, you know what? Nobody needs levels anymore. They'll just play the game forever and never level up. Who cares? Me, man. I care. Because now every time I have to go to my career profile and stare at my stupid 4-star border with level 30 that's been like that for ever since Overwatch 2 came out, it makes me sad because I put so many hours into Overwatch 2. I should be like way higher than that by now, but I'm not. They don't even show the border when you get into a game anymore. Remember those people who used to have those crazy diamond platinum borders which were all flashy and cool looking? Now everybody has just been reduced to a simple 2-line blue border, and that's it. That is all you are. Forget everything you grinded for. This is what you are now. Lastly, they got rid of the end cards at the end of the game when you got to vote on your teammates or the enemies and see who really shined and who did really good. They got rid of that too. Now all that happens is you end the game, you watch the play of the game, and then boom, you're just back to the battle pass. It just shoves the battle pass in your face, and that's just the game. You don't even get time to like talk shit after the game. It's just over. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of really simple quality of life things that made the game a lot more enjoyable and were very easy to implement, and they for some reason decided that getting rid of them was a great idea. I literally have no idea. I can't even fathom why that getting rid of like levels or borders was a good idea. But I don't know, man. I'm not Blizzard, so. But you know what I haven't even done yet? We're 14 minutes and 5 seconds into this recording that I'm doing, and I have not even began to talk about the gameplay itself, which is insane that I've been able to talk this long about the problems and not even get to the gameplay yet. Overwatch has had a problem for a very long time, even before Overwatch 2, where you would get into a game and 50% of the time you would steamroll the other team, and the other 50% of the time you would be the team getting steamrolled. Emerald. This has been a problem that Overwatch has had for years and years, and it still is the same. It actually is worse in Overwatch 2 somehow. Now, I'm a platinum player, right? I'm a support main. I mostly play Lucio, so there's games sometimes where I feel like the people on my team are like, I don't know, Grandmaster, and the people that we're playing against are like literally bronze because we just destroy them so utterly and completely that they don't even step foot onto the point one time throughout the entire game. And I'm like, wow, that was insane. I queue up again, and the next game, I'm on the other end of that. How is that even possible? How does that happen? Now, I have a little bit of a theory, all right? A lot of this video has been based on, you know, research and Reddit posts and whatever. This is specifically my theory, okay? I think what they have done is they have prioritized queue times to actually getting even matches, because with the addition of role queue back in Overwatch 1, queue times became insanely long. If you wanted to play tank or DPS or pretty like literally anything besides healer, you would be waiting 5-10 minutes for a match sometimes. Where now, I mean, in the lower to mid ranks, I will say the DPS and tank roles seem to have reduced queue times to what they were in Overwatch 1, and coincidentally, all of my matches feel like extremely uneven in one way or another. And also, they don't show ranks anymore in comp. Huh. I wonder why that is. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I know I got my like tinfoil hat on right now and I'm like a conspiracy theorist, but it's just been something that's like kind of been on my mind recently. And, you know, let me know if you agree, because part of me feels like, yeah, they got rid of the ranks in ranked showing to get rid of toxicity. But then they just added the scoreboard to where you can see everybody's damage, everybody's healing, and everybody's mitigation. So it's like people are going to be toxic from that. So why not just show the ranks, right? But they don't, which is why it's confusing to me. It genuinely feels like I would say 10% of my matches in comp Overwatch 2, and honestly, even quick play, are balanced matches. Most of the time, 90-80% of the time, it's just a complete roll one way or the other, and it makes no sense. Finally, I just want to talk about the balancing, because that is also a beast entirely of its own. Overwatch 2 came with the addition of 3 new characters: a tank, a DPS, and a support: Junker Queen, Sojourn, and Kiriko. And Sojourn is absolutely wreaking havoc on literally every rank in the game. And what has Blizzard said about this? Well, they don't want to nerf her because apparently lower rank players aren't actually hitting headshots with her railgun. So she's only really a problem in the upper echelon of Overwatch gamers, which is just, so she's just fine then, I guess? Like, what? What do you mean? Now, like I said earlier in the video, I understand that balancing hero shooters with, you know, like 30 heroes or more is really hard, and I don't blame the dev team at all for not being able to completely balance the game constantly, and I think that's an unrealistic expectation for anyone who actually wants that, but this is a joke, man. Come on. You got people like Sojourn out here like right-clicking people to death. You got Zarya with her 2 bubbles who can practically just stay invincible the whole game. And you're like, you know what? I think we need to nerf Genji. Like, what? What do you mean? Genji, the guy who was like fun for like 2 months at the beginning of Overwatch, and then they nerfed to hell, and then now he's fun again, and now they nerfed him to hell again? Come on, man. Let the man live. Jesus Christ. Either way, man, I know in the course of this video I have sounded very angry, and I greatly apologize for that. But really, all I want from this game at the end of the day is just for it to succeed. I love Overwatch, all right? I've been playing Overwatch, like I've said a million times in this video, for years and years. And all I want is this game to just succeed and be popular so I can feel proud of playing it and being an Overwatch player, you know what I mean? I'm really hoping in Season 2 and beyond they manage to fix some of the things I've talked about in this video, and hopefully I can, you know, in a couple months say, all right, you know what? I'm glad they listened, because I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith. I'm not going to lie. I don't have a lot of faith, but I'm going to try, all right? I hope you guys enjoyed watching me scream for 19 minutes. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm going to be screaming about a lot more stuff in the future. So, you know, hopefully you enjoyed that. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at domb_so_epic and Instagram at domb_so_epic, and I'll see you later. Peace, peace.